Oh, good looking women. What a beautiful woman. Wow, AJ's doing some things right down. So you're a youngster in Alabama. Start getting the football out and throw it around the backyard.
Hey, who give up yards? We do. Who missed tackles? We do. Who let tight ends run free? That's us. Third and long? Still first down. Every time. Who can't stop a screen?
30% from the three. You know what they got? They some dogs. You know why? Because right now we got Memphis shooting 35% from the field, 17% from the three. See, when you're struggling,
that was a violation too. I'm gonna hand out a ticket on that.
When you have defenders anchored by Draymond Green, one of the best to ever do.
Couple dogs.
Yale Bulldogs.
Wow.
Not so fast, midget. Not so fast.
Midget.
Yeah, little guy. Hey, not so fast. I go with Harvard. What's the matter?
Oh. What do you think? You ready?
Oh yeah, I'd last. Let me just. I'm like, bro, Cowboys supposed to be playing tonight. What the fuck is going on? I got my hat on. I got my jersey on. I got my forces on. I got my swag on. I done prayed to my Jesus. Everything. Want it?
Okay, but listen, I still beat both of y'all. I know that.
I mean, well, damn. Nobody won. Jada was trying to win the fade. You talking about you could be, so all these people that filled out bracket, you just try to beat me and Joe, huh?
That's all that matters. That's the only thing that matters. Okay. Hey, matter of fact, hold on.
What this man got now? He done got him a crowd or something, Joe. Nah.
And still.
Hey, man, you gotta chill, bro. Look at this.
What we talking about? And still, huh? Hey, bro. I'm not worried about. Listen, I'm not worried about nobody else's bracket. Hey, Joe. I'm not worried about nobody else's bracket except y'all. I beat y'all too. That's all that matters.
Yeah, me too, Jack. Me too, buddy. Me too.
I just don't condone the bashing of Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys and
he has to overcome another obstacle. So I'm going to support him. I'm going to lift him up, and I'm going to beat up for him because I see the way he fights. I see the way that he works, and I know who he is as a person, and that's all I have to say to address.
We just won. What was the score? 31-14. Stephen A. Watch him out.
And I had to go back and replay this because what the is she crying for, boy? Bitch must have bet her soul on this game. Then watch this next white lady come up. Boy, she act like somebody killed a pet.
Because I be saying so much about it, especially like on our team. And people love to blame the player so much. They be like, oh, he's just not what he thought he could be. And in my head, I want to tweet out so bad is, when are we going to stop saying it's players instead of saying, or it's coaching or scheme? Like, why don't the scheme ever suck? Why don't the coaching ever suck? Like, people don't realize that, bro. There be a lot of like, you know, BS that be going into this league. Like, that people don't realize, like, you think I want to be doing the BS? They telling me I got to do it. Like,
This is what Travis Kelce did. This is what he did. That's Young Jock.
He did Soulja Boy.
This is Soulja Boy. This is Crank That. This is how you crank that, okay? This is Crank That. This is Young Jock. This is Young Jock, Brianna. This is Young Jock.
Travis Kelce did Crank That.
This is Crank That. It's not the same thing. Are you stupid?
Kramer Smith still put him on the map, though.
He's an 8-time Pro Bowler, Brianna.
This can't be stopping right now. Every freaking yeah! Locker Washington. Stupid Redskins. I can't take this Lions team anymore.
Yay! Yeah, boy. Yeah.
No, Doc, that's the wrong one, Doc.
You gonna say we hit somebody? Ooh. What the hell I'm gonna say? Ooh, my baby.
Are you in this game? Let him handle it. Let him handle it, damn it. Let him handle it. Let him handle it. Oh, you shut the fuck up and let him handle it. Don't tell me nothing. You understand? Get shit off the fucking sideline. Push it on my. You don't push on my damn.
All right, tell the camera what you think about life. Like, what? How do you see life?
Sucks, but I'm playing football right now, so.
Some of your athletes, stoners of all time, the best athlete stoners of all time. Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin.
Look, you got a cowboy jersey.
No, you lying. You throw that away.
Oh my. Oh.
What the?
Oh.
Just enough time to get down your fiddle, get down your bow. They hardly beat Saban. Apparently can't beat DeVoe. We're back after this.
Hey, roll tide? Roll tide. How about... Whoa, there you go!
Needed some time to get going, and here comes the. Oh! We almost lost one.
You got another game. You got another game, man.
Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts for $15. Brother Chris, it's all about Jalen Hurts because he got a black queen forever, snow bunny never. I like Patrick Mahomes, but he's bunny hopping. I'm going with number one. I'm going with Jalen Hurts. Fly, RBG, Eagles fly. I said fly, RBG, Eagles fly.
They're ever going to be there, but, you know, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there, so... Yeah.
We here. We're here. Demarcus Lawrence, welcome to the Seahawks. Thanks for joining us.
Say the Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
Are you smoking dope? You got to be.
I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take this serious. I'm not. Real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
All I'm saying is the camera shows.
I'm just telling you right now what I do every single week. Every single week. I put my freaking heart and soul into this. I study my off. I don't go out there and laugh. It's not funny. It's not funny. Nothing's funny to me. I don't want to go out there and get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in front of everybody.
That's why I'm asking you what.
I'm telling you right now. So we're talking. Deuce and I are talking.
What was the context?
I'm done. Sorry. I'm not doing it.
Oh, shit. It's a good sound clip for the season.
I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what do you say fuck me for? Nelly?
I got kickers. I got a big, thick boy kicker. I think it's 61 yards. Let's see if you get it, boy. Yep, 61. Going for you. SEC. Let's go. Make it good. It's good. The kick is good. You're kidding me. Holy cow. Oh, go wild in that place. Go wild. Oh my gosh. That is wow. Man, I like that thick boy kicker. I want him.
I know you saw the game earlier with the Cowboys. I just wanted to stop by on my way home. Complete blowout. Yeah, you're in Cowboys Nation. I don't think you know where you're at. America's team, baby. You're in Cowboys country now. All right? I don't know where you came from. It's Cowboys country over here. So you saw that. You saw that today. Man, woo. What can I say? Hey, we did that in our home. It's our home game. Now I'm in front of your home. Check this out. Yeah, go Cowboys, baby.
My little snow bunny be getting active too, man. So, you know what I mean? I know he be doing this thing. Oh, that's your nickname? That's your nickname? You'll call him C-Mac? Your face was like, what the?
There's nobody.
You'll call him C-Mac? You call him C-Mac?
No.
Little snow bunny. I call him, that's my little snow bunny cuz, man. He be doing this thing. And
The Jets traded Sauce today.
To where? To where?
No, it's okay.
I don't get that. It's like I get a rivalry jersey.
It's okay. I'll get you a different one. He went to Indianapolis, and they also traded. They also traded Quinn Williams.
I play second field.
He did, but so did Sauce.
No, I don't like the Jets. That did Quincy leave?
No, Quincy's still there.
What if I'm taking out that all the Jets stuff out?
No, it's fine. Quinn Williams on the Cowboys. Sauce went to the Colts. It's okay.
I want the Colts now.
Guess what? We got.
Rob big. Yeah.
Bro, y'all need help, bro. What keep you motivated though? Because like people like you don't ever get tired.
Tired of what?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
They don't give a piss about nothing but the time. Roll! Time! Roll!
The MVP front runner. If anybody else got to say something different about that, then come see me. I'm right here in Beemore outside the bank. If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Woo woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh.
All right, so why do you continually try to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to, so quit asking.
You all right? Why? Nick Saban retiring? Huh? Nick Saban retiring? What? It's on ESPN. Oh, no.
I don't know. I just throw the ball on the ground. Coach say, hit ball, see ball. I throw the ball on the ground. I get it up. Every minute game, baby. Every minute game. Thanks to the team, though. Thanks for the team. Thanks for the team. Remember that. Thanks for the team. It's not about me.
Are you allowed to date other members of the team, or do you have to wait till the season is over?
What? No, there's nobody on the team like that. No.
So you must realize that you have many, many fans out in Austria. They see you and they just would do anything to kind of spend a night with you. What do you say to those guys?
I'm not gay, so I'm not going to spend any night with any guy. So
do you have a message to Austria's gay community?
Yeah, I'm not gay, so don't come looking for me.
If you head to the Ravens YouTube channel, you can get a really good look at what that...
I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm tired of this. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
Guys, and press it out. Reach the arms up. Puff your chest. Arch the upper back. Look back. Good. And bring it up.
Take a few more here for Lamar. Mike Jones? Lamar, there was that point in the season where you guys lost 3 straight, 4 or 5.
Mike Jones, that's me. Mike Jones, that's me right now. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right.
You a cat or a dog guy?
Neither.
Really? Do you have any pets?
I have a dog, but I don't.
But you're just not a
It's technically not. It's not my dog, but it's my dog.
Yeah. All right. So you're more of a dog guy than a cat guy.
No.
Are you just not a pet guy?
I don't like pets.
I'm with you.
What
the heck? He doesn't like pets either.
We're on the same page.
Why? Why don't you like pets?
They're a nuisance. Yeah, I just don't. It's just sloppy.
They're sloppy. Some dogs are sloppy. Some dogs don't slobber, and they're not sloppy at all.
No, all dogs are
You just need to meet the right dog, Devontae.
Hey man, how's it going? Are you Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so someone called in reference to your Facebook post.
The Eagle Floss, man.
I know. So
I don't. I'm fine. The Eagle Floss and the dogs are barking. Okay.
I got you. You don't plan on hurting yourself?
No, the fucking Jalen Hurts threw 3 goddamn. Turn the ball over 6 times, man.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it. All right. Take it easy.
Are you going to school tomorrow?
I don't know.
Is he going to school tomorrow?
No, he ain't making it. What do you get out of competition with the defense?
Can I say something about your outfit though? You got a lot of bananas on. I would not put on that many bananas on there. You must be a banana guy, I'm assuming, right?
Ask him where you buy it from.
You really want to know?
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Did you know that people shot that?
No, I didn't actually. Hey man, if you like it, I love it, brother.
That's a bruise. It ain't just no sword, it's a bruise. You're gonna aggravate with the gun. I graduated exercise science. I'm gonna listen. You can your ass out, you can block. No, you can your ass out, we can block. Blocking the date.
I'm not blocking. They're both seeing the same thing in the courtroom. Watch these guys.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah. Look at little two. Just egging him on. He's mocking his argument.
I've been to Charlotte twice. I've been to Raleigh. I've been to Raleigh twice. Raleigh.
Okay. Close enough.
That's how you say it? How you say it? You for real? But it's spelled R-A-L-E-I-G-H.
Raleigh.
That's Raleigh.
Close enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was nice too, huh?
He's just looking at the Kansas sideline. Right there. That's inappropriate. Now the slant to Williams, and he spins his way into the end zone.
I'm gonna go to Cancun like everybody said me to do, and I'm gonna enjoy myself because I don't have nothing else to do, so take myself there.
Here we go. Buddy, what is hot? Hey, Turbo, hey, kid. Buddy, what is hot?
I knew how important this was for our team. Our team too. I knew how.
Come on, man. Run the ball. Come on.
We promise we won't let you get sacked no more. So sorry that we got you hurt.
Joe Burrow, Heisman Trophy winner. Does this look like a Heisman Trophy winner?
It does. Show it to him.
Joey Riley, what would you tell this kid right now?
Looks like a national champion.
That's the dog mentality.
This is highway fucking robbery. Man, I'm trying to get some of this gas back. How you think I was wondering and telling that I put the wrong gas in here, they give me a refund?
Where we at? Back at the crib? Yeah.
I am from Florida, bro. I am not supposed to be in this right here. But the gas station trying to get gas. Well, what in the world? Take me back home, man. Detroit, I love y'all. I love playing with life. I need to go home.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Oh. Well, that was the Miller. Watch this, Jordan.
Damn.
What the? Duh, he bought that like.
I've never seen quick.
Oh no! Oh shit! I see Reggie Bush.
I
mean, it's obvious. I mean, we're so far past that, to be honest with you, but that's obvious. I mean, you just want to piss me off going into this week.
And roll tide. Thank you. Roll tide. Roll tide. That's what. Roll tide. Roll tide.
I hate Tennessee because first of all, it's Tennessee. And I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches. And I hate Philip Foreman. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like I hate Neyland Stadium. Looks like a garbage truck, worker convention. And I hate all the quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man. It reminds me, it's not that orange you can Tennessee. I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. Tennessee's colors is that throw orange. It's not that orange you can sit with. It's that puke inside of pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they lose, they sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
That's every other year. Thank you, man.
I can't stress that enough. I hate them.
I mean, his ability to just escape and make plays on the run, I mean, it's just outstanding what I've seen. And just the defensive side of it as well. They're definitely going to be a concern for me going forward if Alabama doesn't get their offensive line straightened out.
Chelsea, that's a great point because if you look at Alabama's
60 seconds, right?
I can't wait to get paid again.
Oh baby. You know what? I'm still happy.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the show. Hopefully today is a lot smoother. Hold on, we gotta turn up some lighting here. I don't know if that's too much lighting, but it'll work for now. I don't know. It might feel blinding to me. I might want to turn it down just a tad. There we go. Alright. What is up, Nico? Good to see you here again. Okay, so today's play call sheet, we have opening motivational video, the draft clock change, we're gonna go over that. Mike and Diana. Y'all, just when I thought I was done talking about Mike and Diana, more news drops. And shout out to Divine Photos in my Discord because he sent me the information on that, so shout out to him. We're going to get into George Pickens because I didn't get to cover that yesterday. We're going to get into that. Going to get into the Kellen DeBoer deal. He's a Alabama head coach, Roll Tide. And then we're going to get into Saban's part on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. Oh man, I forgot to take, we're not talking about, y'all, ignore that. We're not talking about Mike Tomlin. I should have took that out. I overlooked that. My fault. I fumbled the ball on that. Okay, so AJ Brown, I'm gonna discuss that. I might show the video again on Ocho Wilden on Nightcap the day before. And then we're gonna close it out with a motivational video. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, Nico. Hit the like button, y'all. Alright, let's start off with this motivational video because, you know, yesterday I really didn't get to enjoy it the way I wished I could have because it was just chaotic yesterday. I had internet issues. Come to find out yesterday that there was an outage going on. I didn't know about it. Obviously, the internet was still working. It was just very spotty. But the outage is resolved, so I'm glad for that. And what else happened yesterday? Oh, I got a phone call near the end of the show. Got a business call I had to attend to once again. So there was just a lot, and I didn't get to enjoy the motivational video. Y'all, it was just very defeating. I felt very discouraged yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Live streaming when you have issues going on, it's not fun, and it's very discouraging. It really makes you want to give up, but here I am. I'm like, you know, we're gonna push through it, and hopefully today goes better. Alright, here's the motivational video.
Don't actually want you to win. They want you to almost win. They liked you better when you was promising success, not producing it. Because when you evolve, you threaten the version of you they benefited from. See, love is easy when growth is distant. Love gets revealed when growth becomes real. You don't lose them when you level up. You expose them.
Man, if that's not the truth, y'all, it felt very defeating, like I said yesterday, and I was just like, you know what, I just bet there's someone who is plotting on my downfall right now. They enjoy seeing me have a struggle stream like yesterday, and I can't let that win, right? I can't let them win. Those who have ill feelings towards me because of the goals I'm trying to accomplish, that's speaking to their character, not mine. I don't want to wish bad things on people. I want to see people win, and I want to see people succeed. But let's hear it one more time, okay?
Don't actually want you to win. They want you to almost win. They liked you better when you was promising success, not producing it. Because when you evolve, you threaten the version of you they benefited from. See, love is easy when growth is distant. Love gets revealed when growth becomes real. You don't lose them when you level up. You expose them.
You know, it's the saying that's old as time. You find out who your friends are, right? The people that want to see you really succeed, they're going to be there for you. They're going to support you no matter what. And they're going to be proud of you. Even if you are leveling up more than where they're at, they're still going to want to see you win. And I said it before, it's not to say that they're not going to accomplish anything. It's just everybody's at a different spot in life. Like, you know, there's things that I still want to work on and be better at, and I'm not where I want to be. Like, I see where other people are at, and it's like, man, it inspires me to be better. Like, shout out to Theo Coop, do better. I hope that made sense. It made sense to me, but hopefully it made sense to y'all. Okay, so Mac, you said, agreed, Chelsea. At the end of the day, I won't root for anyone to suffer. Yes. Yeah, you don't want to see people suffer and fall beyond what their own consequences deem fit. yeah, I don't want to see people fail. Like, I want to see people succeed. I want to, wish the best for people because, life's not easy, y'all. We all know this. Life is a struggle, and life is too short to be wishing bad things on people. We all make mistakes, right? But shout out to you for that, Mac. And shout out to you, Stephen James, in the building. Good to see you, as always. Oh, Aaron Laura, what is up, girl? Aaron Laura, let me play your drop. Y'all gotta play Aaron Laura's drop.
Rolex wearing.
Hold up.
Diamond ring
That's Pooh Man's drop. That's Pooh Man's drop. We're gonna get to Pooh Man's drop, okay? But let's play Aaron Laura's drop. Let me do some scrolling here. Searching. Here we go. I love that drop. That's really Aaron Laura, y'all. I love Aaron Laura. So shout out to her for being here and supporting me and dropping my links. I always appreciate that, Aaron Laura, when you're in the building. And let me go back up to Pooh Man. Let's play Pooh Man's drop.
Rolex wearing. Woo! Diamond ring wearing. Woo! Kiss stealing. Woo! Wheeling dealing. Woo! Limousine ride. Woo! Jet flying. Woo! Son of a gun. Woo! And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
I love that drop, y'all. I need a drop for you, Stephen James. I need a drop for you. Stephen James, send me a drop you would want for yourself, because you've been an OG here. What is up, Oscar? Good to see you here. Let's see what you said. You always have something encouraging to say. Hey, Chelsea, hope all is well again. Another great topic. You're right, everyone makes mistakes. It's how you react to them and learn from them. Exactly, Oscar. See, I'm glad I read your chat because you always have something encouraging to say. Hey, look who it is. Dr. X in the building. I believe I have a drop for you. Let me search for it. Let me search for the drop I have for you. Here we go.
I want to see titties.
What's up?
Oh, man, get your ugly ass off the fucking thing. Fat head ass.
Shout out to Dr. X. I believe I have that drop for you because you're out in Louisiana. So, shout out to you. All right. Y'all, all rise for the Touchdown Tribe National Anthem. Because just like your Patriots over at the Do Better podcast with Theo Coop and over at Go Creek Crew's channel, supporting the Crew, we are Patriots over here, Touchdown Tribe. So, all rise for our national anthem.
On the Star Spangled Banner, Fergie.
That a flag was still there.
Actually want you to win. They want you to almost win. They like you better when you.
Video. My bad, y'all. Okay, go to the show topics here. Man, I should have read that quote yesterday. I should have been reading that quote from Deion Sanders. Don't let one setback define your day. Man, I should have read that because that's how it felt yesterday. I was letting that setback of my internet issues and then having that phone call, the business call at the end of the live. Man, those setbacks, I was letting it define the moment. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I should have read that quote. Okay, so let's get into the draft clock change. You said, Dr. X, you said that's you? Yeah, I love Boozy. Okay, let's get into the draft clock change, y'all. Shout out to CDT Beats, the music producer for the show. Y'all, better go subscribe to him. We're a package deal. If you're subscribed to me, you gotta be subscribed to CDT Beats. But let's go ahead and get into this.
NFL changed the rules this year to draft limiting teams to 8 minutes between first-round picks. It used to be 10. At one point, it was 15, if I'm not mistaken, right? It went from 15 to 10. Now it's down to 8. What y'all on the clock for? Y'all done had down the five. Y'all done had a whole year to evaluate these players.
Yeah.
You had the Senior Bowl. You had you had the combine. You have all this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need all that time. You're wasting time.
And you know what? The first
What do you need that much time? The fact that it was 15 minutes on the clock, nobody got time for that, y'all. It makes the draft feel like an old school baseball game with how they prolong it. Ain't no need for all that, okay? Ain't no need for that much clock time. They had all year to make a decision, to decide who they want to pick. Stick to your draft board of who you want to select and get the job done, okay? Like, we don't need that much clock time. The fact that they even have 5 minutes is still a little bit long to me. I ain't gonna lie. I think it should be more like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Put some pressure on them, okay? If you want to make this exciting, put some pressure on them. Let's get the clock to like 2 minutes, okay? 2 minute drill, right? 2 minute warning, as they do in football. The clock is down for 8 minutes now. Yep. I think it should be less, to be honest with you. I think it should be less.
three teams, they don't even need it.
You're right.
They don't need the 8 minutes because they already know who you're picking, especially the first team. The Raiders know they're picking Mendoza. There's no need to waste the whole 8 minutes. For what? For theatrics?
Wait,
Yeah,
I
but
believe,
hey,
I
the
believe
first-
they did
hey.
say it. The clock is down for 8 minutes now. Yeah, I believe they said that it's now 5 minutes. Isn't that what they said? Let me go back.
You know?
As a matter of fact, get the first NFL changed the rules this year to draft limiting teams to 8 minutes between first
Okay,
round
no.
picks.
They said
It used to be
8 minutes. Man, it should be 5 minutes though, y'all. I really think it should be 5 minutes. It's still a lot of clock time. Honestly, even 5 minutes is a lot. You had all year to decide. Okay, let me fast forward back to where we were.
Know who you're picking, especially the first team. The Raiders know they're picking Mendoza. There's no need to waste the whole 8 minutes. For what? For theatrics?
Yeah.
For theater?
The first, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, get the first pick. The first pick in the draft, you get 5. Because you already know if you want to trade, you already done talked tonight. Ain't nobody gets all of a sudden just jumped on the damn clock and say you want to trade.
Yeah.
Hey, they need time in between, man. They need time in between.
Hey, Joe. They want to be suspenseful like a goddamn horror movie. That's all.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
And we're not buying it anymore, okay? Like, we have too much access to all this information now. We're not buying it. It's not suspenseful anymore. It's annoying. We don't need that much clock time. Yeah, shout out to you, Pooh Man. Y'all, go subscribe to Erin Laura. She drops amazing recipes. Man, Erin Laura, the one that you just posted, the strawberry, what was it? Strawberry, something. But that looked so good.
Managers are not happy about that. The Steelers GM, Omar Khan, said he preferred the old rule, 10 minutes between first round picks. I love to have 10 minutes, but it's the same for everybody else. 8 minutes is what it is. But those 2 minutes feel like an eternity sometimes. They
If
do.
you need
Y'all
10
wasted.
minutes, it's because you're not prepared. If you need that long, you had all year. It's like back in the school days. If the teacher gave you a week to prepare for a project, but then you just waited to the last few days to prepare for it, you're not going to do as well, right?
Time stalling. They say, look at that. Because they want to keep the interest in there. Hey, you want to trade? Come on with it then. Y'all wasting just sitting there, pretend like y'all talking. Who we gonna take? We already done selected, but let's make the people at home think we still thinking about it.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to make us think like they needed this short period of time to make a decision and it's last minute. We ain't buying that. We're not buying that.
That damn man, you know damn well who you taking.
What he said, what Shannon Sharp said, you know dang well who you picking. I'm tired of it, y'all. I think it shouldn't even be 8 minutes. You had all year, like he said, to prepare. You've seen these guys during the combines, during the pro days, like all this stuff. Like, you know who you are picking. Now, the only time I would, understand it is if some last minute news was released on a player. That's the only way I could understand more clock time, but that's rarely the case. All right, so there's the update on that. Let's go to this play call sheet for the show, see what else I have going on. Come on. Here we go. Okay, covered the draft clock change. Let's get into Mike and Diana, because like I said, just when I think I'm done talking about these two, more news gets released. What is going on with this, y'all? It's annoying. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bit annoying.
At 12:32 a.m., a press release went out yesterday, hoping that it would not make the newspapers. They were successful in regards to actual tangible newspapers, but of course the New England Patriots apparently.
Craig Carlton. I always want to call him Carlton. I don't know. Maybe it's like watching too much Fresh Prince or something. I don't know, but I always want to call him Carlton, but it's Carton. I always want to call him Carlton though. Maybe I'll just call him Carlton. Maybe that'll just be my nickname for him. Because y'all know I like to change these guys' names, but Craig Carlton. Shout out to Craig Carlton over here, but he's been my favorite covering this Mike and Diana topic.
Forgot that nobody reads newspapers anymore. We get all our news and we react to that news online.
Hey, shout out to 3 a.m. Hold on, y'all. Let's go back to my drops because 3 a.m. is in the building. Let's see here. Shout out to 3 a.m. Make sure y'all are subscribed to 3 a.m. He's been putting in that work, going live, and I definitely want to show support because it's for a great cause. As I always tell y'all, it's bringing awareness to adoption, so make sure you're subscribed to 3 a.m. and support him.
When you could simply go on Sunday or on Monday when whatever therapy, counseling,
I gotta start it over, y'all. Well, not all the way over, but
newspapers, they were successful in regards to actual tangible newspapers, but of course the New England Patriots apparently forgot that nobody reads newspapers anymore. We get all our news and we react to that news online on one of 30 different social media platforms, and the story they tried to squeeze by us is that Mike Vrabel is now going to counseling. I assume it's marital counseling. They didn't differentiate what type of counseling it is.
Now,
but he is
y'all
now
keep in mind, this was a premiere for today. So it was previously recorded. My guess is this was previously recorded yesterday and they premiered it today. So they didn't get into the recent photos that were released. So it's interesting because what he had to say alluded to something happening. And this was all preventative measures from a PR team because they knew that these photos were going to be released.
To miss Saturday's day 3 of the NFL draft. So this is emergency counseling. But if I may be the guy to ask the obvious questions, if this counseling that he's going to is such an emergency, right?
Yeah.
Why not go today? Why not go yesterday? Right?
Right.
Why skip day 3 of the NFL draft on Saturday, where the Patriots have 8 of their 11 picks in this year's draft, when you could simply go on Sunday?
Great question, right? I mean, why is it such an emergency? If it was such an emergency like you claim, why did you wait? Like, why wasn't this done before? But now you're all of a sudden doing this on the most important day as a head coach, which is during the draft. You're going to be missing the draft. Now, I'm not shaming him for counseling, right? I'm big on mental health. I'm big on therapy. If he is doing this to work on his marriage, I support that wholeheartedly. I don't wish bad on him. I want to see him make good decisions, especially as a head coach, right? I just want to get that clear. But it is odd timing. It seems like a cover-up.
On Monday, when whatever therapy, counseling session, or counselor you're going to go to. It just doesn't make sense. If it's an emergency to get counseling, then you go yesterday.
Of course you do.
You check yourself in, you walk into the therapy center, and you sit down and you bare your soul, right?
Yeah.
Or you go today. So the fact that at 12:30 last night, the New England Patriots and Mike Vrabel announced that he is going to be skipping day 3 of the NFL draft, where the Patriots have 8 of their 11 picks, tells you a couple of things. There's a chance now that Mike Vrabel gets fired, A. And B, the New England Patriots and Mike Vrabel must be scared to death that something else is
Now,
coming.
what is that something else? Like I said, this premiered today. My guess was this was previously recorded yesterday and it premiered today. That's my guess. I don't know. They could have recorded it today, but as far as I know, they didn't. It would be odd to me if it was something that was recorded today because they didn't mention the photos that were just released. So that's why I'm guessing this was recorded yesterday and just premiered today. But what is that something? That's gotta be this series of photos that just came out from like 6 years ago of them two together at a bar. So what he's saying, it's tracking.
Because they're trying to get ahead of whatever the next iteration of this story is. Whether that's other women, whether that's more photographs with Diana Rossini.
Sure enough, it's more photographs with Diana Rossini from like 6 years ago of them two at a bar. And I'm going to show you all those photos, okay?
Photographs came out of the New York Post early this morning. None of them are all that objectionable other than it just lends more credence to the story of what was going on.
Now, these were the photos that were previously mentioned, but it doesn't show the ones from the bar.
The 3 pictures, you see 2 of them right there. They are again lounging by the pool in one of them, and in the other 2, they're eating breakfast alone at that resort. The reason you go to counseling when you don't want to go to counseling, or when someone says it's an emergency visit to a counselor, is because you are worried about what's coming next.
So I agree with that. I think this was a move by a PR team to get ahead of a storyline and show that he's working on his marriage, or, you know, whatever the case may be. That he's working on these off-the-field issues that he has going on. And while he didn't blatantly say it was in regards to his marriage or to what's going on with Diana Rossini, many are drawing the conclusion and making the assumptions that that's what it entails, right? I think the writing, like I said yesterday, the writing is on the wall with that. I mean, it's not rocket science. We don't really need a picture drawn to get to these conclusions. It's a bunch of bullcrap, a PR stunt. Exactly, Tiffany. It's gotta be, right? At this point, because, you know, there's no other scenario that makes any sense. Okay, so let's get into these page 6 photos that were released.
Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel all over each other at a secluded New York City bar 6 years before they were caught holding hands and hugging at an Arizona
6 years
resort.
ago, and this is before they were just recently caught together, right? So these photos at a bar was the time he was a head coach of the Titans.
The New England Patriots coach and the NFL reporter were spotted together inside the dimly lit Tribeca Tavern in the early hours of March 11th, 2020.
So 2020, they were spotted together. Now, I've never been to a bar, never been to a club, right? But I've seen shows, right? I've seen TV shows, and the only time I could understand something like this is, you know, they talk about the loud music and having to be in close contact with somebody to have something said, similar to a concert, right? You have to be in close contact because the music's playing loud. Why are they so close and their knees, like, you know, interlocked like that? And it's gonna get more suspicious, right? These aren't the only photos. There's more.
Sat close to each other while conversing at the bar, at one point appearing to share a kiss. An eyewitness told Page Six they were kissing and they were
So a
all over
witness
each other.
seen them kissing, seen them behaving like this. Now, why is your hand on her knee? Like, why are you? This is not behavior that you have when you are both married to somebody.
He had a ring on. At the time the photos were snapped, Vrabel was already married to wife Jen, while Rossini said "I do" to her now husband, Shake Shack executive Kevin Goldschmidt, just 6 months later. Both share 2 kids with their respective partners. The sportscaster and the NFL coach, whose wedding ring was visible in the photos, were very close to each other throughout the evening, according to our insider, who witnessed Rossini's legs in between Vrabel's legs. The eyewitness told Page Six that Rossini and Vrabel were at the hole-in-the-wall bar at around 12 a.m. and stayed for at least an hour, flying under the radar. They were having a glorious time. They were giving each other pecks, a bunch of pecks constantly, the source added. There was nobody in there. Nobody knew who they were. I don't think even the bartenders did. At the time the photos were snapped, Vrabel was working as head coach of the Tennessee Titans.
It's interesting, like, man, I'm gonna save my thoughts. I'll save my thoughts.
While Rossini was an NFL reporter at ESPN, extensively covering the team. The reporter posted a photo of herself on set with an ESPN
Now
host
that
just hours
ESPN
before.
host that's next to her is one of my favorites, Laura Rutledge. She's not my absolute favorite, so my favorites are Mina Kimes and Alyssa Lang, and then I would pick Laura Rutledge.
Her bar outing with Vrabel, joking in the caption, "A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead walk into a bar." Reps for Rossini and Vrabel have not responded to Page Six's request for comment. The bombshell new pics come 6 years before Page Six obtained photos of Rossini and Vrabel holding hands and hugging at the Ambiente in Sedona, Arizona. We previously reported that the two enjoyed breakfast on the patio of the hotel restaurant on the morning of March 28th, later hanging out at the pool for about an hour before lounging side by side in the hot tub.
What's up, Logan? Good to see you here. Corbin, I believe you're new here. I haven't seen you before, but you said her son is named Mike. What are the odds? What are the odds of that? Let me go ahead and play some more drops because we have Smoke and Talk in the building.
Lamar Jackson, ball till you fall.
Ball till you fall, Smoke and Talk. Make sure y'all are subscribed to Smoke and Talk. I was a guest on one of their lives, so y'all might see me at some point in time in the future on their channel, so make sure you're subscribed to them. Shout out to Erroneous E in the building. Let's see, Erroneous E. Let me search for your drop here.
Hey, you a bad
You a bad mother blank. I ain't gonna repeat that word, but you get the picture. Okay, let's see. You know what, Logan? I gotta get you a drop too. I need to make notes. I'm bad. I need to go back through the chat and make notes. Did he finally admit to the affair? Nope. He didn't admit nothing, which I get why he didn't.
Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel all over each other at a secluded New York City bar 6 years
My
before
bad,
they were
y'all.
caught holding.
So, what was I gonna say about this? I lost my train of thought here. Man, what was I gonna say? Let me see if I can refresh my memory at one part of this.
a.m. and stayed for at least an hour, flying under the radar. They were having a glorious time. They were giving each other pecks, a bunch of pecks constantly, the source added. There was nobody in there. Nobody knew who they were. I don't think even the bartenders did.
Oh, okay. Now
At the time the photos...
So Divine Photos mentioned that the PI thing, a private investigator was most likely hired for these photos, right? And at the time, I had said I don't know if that was the case because the person was considered paparazzi because he got paid like $8K for these photos, right? Now, I might be changing my tune because these could very well just be paparazzi photos too. It's just odd timing that these are released right when all this is going on, right? So now I'm wondering, did a private investigator have these photos? Like, he must have been on their tail for a while. I mean, this is just my guess. And have these photos on hand and is just now releasing everything. I'm wondering if that's the case because I don't remember seeing this back in 2020 that anything was going on between them two. So the fact that this is just now getting released after all the new information, it makes me wonder if Diana Russini's husband, or one of the spouses, I won't just say Diana Russini's husband, but one of the spouses knew that this was ongoing and decided to finally pull the plug and release this information. That's just my thoughts, y'all. That's just my thoughts going on. But it's just speculation. They was kissing. That is wild to me. Yeah, right? And there was witnesses. They said there was witnesses to this, seeing them. What is up, Stash Cash? Y'all go subscribe to Stash Cash on YouTube. Shout out to you because you've had some of your subscribers follow me on to here. So shout out to you for that. I'm very, very grateful. And y'all, speaking of that, I need to update this. My subscriber goal, y'all, we're slowly moving the chains on the YouTube field, right? And I need to update my subscriber goal because we are now past 290, I believe. So I need to update this. I just didn't have time. But so shout out to y'all for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's move on to the next photos here because I did screen record the, what would you call it? The news release information on this. Okay, so here's one of the photos. Let me see if I can't. There we go. We'll do it like this. So there's one of the photos. Looks like, you know, they're kissing. It could be a loud bar, y'all. I'm just saying it could be a loud bar. He could be whispering in her ear or whatever. Like I said, I've never been to a bar, never been to a club, but I've seen things on TV and they do say, well, I mean, I have been to a concert. If you would consider a concert, like, you know, you have to be in close contact to talk when you're at a concert or at a sporting event. Maybe that's what's going on, right? I don't know. But just keep in mind, they did say that there was witnesses to them kissing. I just don't think when you're married, you're going to be touching someone like this, right? We've already seen the photos of them interlocking hands at that resort. You can't get around this, right? See? Like, I don't know. That's just way too suspicious to me. We be clubbing. Yeah, you think so? You think so, Erroneous C? I think so too. Like, you don't have a history like this and something not be going on. What's crazy to me is y'all are so dumb. For real. Like, y'all are really dumb because you are public figures out here behaving like this. What sense does it make? You think you're not going to get caught? Like, he was the head coach of the Titans at the time this was taken. And she was already a well-known reporter. So, what did y'all think was going to happen? Man, I wonder if I have this one drop. Hold on. I have this one drop maybe, and it's like, oh, here we go.
Declined. Embarrassing. Call was declined. Declined.
Let's see.
Because I be feeling like everybody lying. Nigga, you lying. You ain't do that. Because I be.
I just don't know what they thought they was gonna gain from that. I feel like everybody lied on this, like lying for years of what's going on. I want to know how they kept it under the rug for so long. And my guess is, you know, like I said, a private investigator might have had these photos for a while and just now releasing the information. But it's like, how, bro? How?
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me, bro.
All right, I think. Oh wait, no, we got some more. I thought maybe that was it on the photos. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you in the building. That's the look of. Y'all are hilarious. What's up, Ken? Welcome to the Patriots' new head coach, Sean. Oh man, y'all are funny. Okay. Okay, and we all know about these photos. Man, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. I think something definitely going on. There's just no other way around it. Alright, moving on to George Pickens. Oh, wait. Let's close the poll. Hold on. Let me close the poll. Let's see what y'all voted. Give me 1 second. I'm waiting for it to pop up here. I'm curious to see what y'all voted, though. No way. Okay, I thought it was gonna go. I'm gonna end it now. Man, y'all said get out of New England, but it was wow, barely won. So 52% of y'all said get out of New England, and then 48% said nah, he good. That's pretty close. I'm kind of surprised. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that the vote was that close. What is up, Miguel? Good to see you here. Y'all go subscribe to Miguel. He has a channel as well. I found him from Stash Cash on YouTube, so make sure y'all are subscribed to Miguel. Okay, let's get into George Pickens now.
We have something here.
Send it out. Send a tweet.
Oh yeah, and
boy.
shout out to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. sent me the information in my Discord, and I barely missed it, y'all. I barely missed it. I wish I would have seen it in time for the show yesterday, which, I mean, maybe it was better that I didn't see it till later, because yesterday it was a struggle stream, but we back.
Stephen Jones just announced that they will make George Pickens play under the tag this year, and that there'll be no long-term deal.
That's not good.
Oh, here. By the way, here we go. There's one storyline for the week.
It's a big one.
Okay, because if they're going to trade and move,
Could they trade him though? Is he a trade candidate during the draft?
yeah, if they want to move up high, right? If they
Yeah,
want,
no,
George
hold
can't
on.
be that happy.
You can't trade George Pickens without
he
him
hasn't
signing
signed
the
his tender.
franchise tender.
So
And he's not.
they can't trade George Pickens because he hasn't signed the franchise tender. Ooh, that's interesting. They need him. The Cowboys need him to sign it at this point, in my opinion, if they want to be able to gain something from the draft. But is George Pickens going to be spiteful? I don't blame George Pickens one bit if he turns out being spiteful over this. I don't. I mean, it's so frustrating, y'all. It's not a surprise to me. We all seen this coming. It's not a surprise to me at all that the Dallas Cowboys are doing this. And to me, it's honestly similar to what's going on to the A.J. Brown situation as well. There's always got to be some sort of drama, right?
Not going to sign it unless he agrees to go somewhere else that would
Pay him.
potentially reward him.
So he could
Correct.
definitely get traded.
So they got 8 minutes to figure that out somewhere.
Why wouldn't he sign it? If he's
Or
pissed at them for
doing
not
it
giving
right
an
now.
extension, he could easily sign that and say, yeah, ship me out of here. I want a long-term deal from someone else.
Who's his agent? Mulugeta?
Yeah,
Mulugeta. Mulugeta's his agent?
Yeah, I believe so.
He'll get a deal before he gets signed or traded. Yep. George Pickens' bank account's about to be gigantic. And this news right here just kind of certified that for me, because now there's a opportunity for there to be a little competition for his thing. Congrats to George Pickens. Okay.
Hell yeah. Maybe. Earned it.
Huh?
Maybe. I mean, that says you're playing under the tag.
And Mulugeta's his agent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Jerry
I will tell you,
Mulugeta.
he is not playing under a tag.
The same agent that Micah Parsons had is George Pickens' agent. There is bad blood between those two, between the Jones family and this agent. I'm telling y'all, it's like I said, it's always something. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go. We gotta take a little break because my chat, I might have to have a new chat if this one doesn't want to work. We'll see. Hold on. Work for me, chat. Work for me. If it doesn't start loading, I'm gonna queue up another chat, okay?
That's kind of what I'm saying. He might not play football this year.
He'll play football. He'll play football somewhere, and I think he's going to get paid somewhere, probably, if I had to guess. And I think Jerry, who says, we got Micah, he's one football player.
Uh-huh.
We trade him, we're able to get more football players. You see?
That's Jerry's go. That's how Jerry does
They
it.
got Micah, we don't, we tied.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how much more I got to say.
I feel
He'll
like
do
I
that
should
with
have
Jordan.
ended the poll at the end of the show because I'm wondering if that's what caused this delay in my chat. But no matter, I'm just going to start up another chat so I can see what y'all are saying. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let's go to Funny Fans for a quick little intermission while I fix this, if it works.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer.
Play. Just give me 1 quick second while I get this chat loaded up. Because I gotta be able to see y'all's comments now. Put it on me for a quick second while I get this worked out. Come on. There we go. Now we cooking, I think. Make sure this loads up. My bad, y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying, though. So, Mike must be packing for it to have been going on this long. Right, Mac? Right? He's a winning head coach. He's good, whatever happens. That's true, Pooh Man. And I think the fact that he is showing signs of working on this, it makes me it makes me a little bit more empathetic, but it definitely does seem like more of a PR move. There we go. Got the chat back. Let's see what you said. Stephen Jones with his buffoonery. Jesse, that's funny. Threw a wrench in Pickens. Man, I'm telling you.
We have something here.
Oh. Send it out. Send a tweet.
Let me go back to where we were at on this.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know how much more I got to say. He'll do that with George, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll do it with George. You don't want to play a franchise tag? It's a lot of money. You don't want to be a Cowboy? They'll trade him. Will they not?
I'm going to say this to you right now also.
Okay, yeah, you're journalism here. We are punditry right now. I feel like George getting traded to somewhere else. Mulligeth is the agent. There's no way he's going to play under a franchise tag. So there's no way he's going to take a year off.
It does not surprise me about Jerry Jones. Like Max said, like father, like son. You want to know what I've been saying? It's like, so what if Jerry Jones passes away? Dallas Cowboys still got to deal with another Jones, right? Who do we get after Jerry Jones is gone? We're going to have Stephen Jones. Just as bad, in my opinion. He has shown no sign of being any different than his father. Now, could he just be kissing some Jerry Jones A-double-Z? Possibly. Just to, please his father until he inherits the business, and then he'll make the changes that he wants. Sure, that could be the case. But that's in his genes, right? He's going to show some sort of bias to his father and the decisions his father made. So I don't know how different can it be if Stephen Jones was to take over. I don't know.
So that sounds like George.
They traded a third-round pick for him last year, and there was not a lot of teams out there that were willing to compensate the Steelers. So what can you get back for a player that right now isn't going to be signed to a long-term deal? Again, this just became the first interesting storyline of draft week right here, as we're sitting here with Stephen Jones saying that. And so that brings back up the possibility. If we go back to a draft about 5 years ago, Dallas Cowboys had other needs. CeeDee Lamb was sitting there. They had at that time Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup playing wide receiver, and they took CeeDee Lamb.
Michael Gallup. Yo, that's in my opening clips too. Whenever I said that famous 50 Cent line of he said F Nelly, F50, F TI or whatever it was, and I'm like, what you say F me for? So whenever it was Amari Cooper being traded, I was so mad. I'm like, why did they say F Amari Cooper for? We needed Amari Cooper. In my opinion, they should have got rid of Ezekiel Elliott and just kept Amari Cooper. Because Ezekiel Elliott already had career high fumbles. So he was already on a downhill spiral. What was the point of keeping him? And that proved to be right. I proved to be right on that. It's frustrating. There's my little rant. Same thing, never ends with the Cowboys.
He was the best player on their board. They'd love to go defensive players, but I will say this. I think they like Jordan Tyson too. And if Jordan Tyson were to make it to 12, that would be an interesting decision for the Dallas Cowboys to have to make.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson, that's interesting. Because Peter Schrager, I showed y'all yesterday, Peter Schrager has Delane out of LSU going to the Cowboys, and that's with the 4th pick. So he has the Dallas Cowboys trading up for Delane, and I'm not mad at that either. I've also heard talks of Caleb Downs. I don't know if Caleb Downs even lasts on the board that long. We'll see.
Top 30 visits, they brought in about every defensive player they could that could potentially go in the first round.
George Pickens can get open, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
George Pickens potentially on the move with the news that he is going to be asked to play under the franchise tag, which we just assumed would not happen.
By the way, and I love this. This is one of my favorite things about doing the show. NFL executive texts me. right now must be watching the show. I would bet my life savings on under 4.5 quarterbacks.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
One of
so-
them I thought trading Stooks, so I know you are a big fan of Shefty. Maybe he sneaks in the last one, but yeah, everyone's thinking under 4.
I guess President Bill Clinton showed up at the Cowboys pre-draft press conference.
Really?
I guess he
What
just
was
popped
the
his head in.
point? There's always something chaotic with the Cowboys. What was the point of having Bill Clinton? Always got to be some sort of spectacle with the Cowboys, right? What was the point of having Bill Clinton there? I want to know why he had to be in the room. What was the point?
As they were kind of doing their thing. From my understanding, this is what Ari Mirov has tweeted. Yep, there he is.
The hell's he doing there?
President Bush was at the Buccos game last night.
Yeah, I saw that. The Rangers?
Yeah.
I believe I was watching that. President Clinton just walked into the Dallas Cowboys
Nice.
pre-draft press
Exactly, Mac.
conference.
We all know what it was. We all know what it is with Jerry Jones, right? Well, not all of us. There's some delusional Cowboy fans that won't admit to it, but I ain't one of them. I'm going to tell you what it is with the Cowboys every time, because it's Jerry Jones wanting attention, Jerry Jones wanting control. This is why you see him as GM, as owner, because he wants control over player personnel decisions. This is why we can't get the head coach we want, and this is why we can't have the team we need. It's a never-ending cycle. Y'all are welcome for my input. Okay, moving on to the next one on George Pickens.
Cowboys will not hold contract talks regarding a long-term deal with their franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens, according to Executive Vice President Stephen Jones. The Cowboys informed Pickens' agent David Mulugheta of their decision last week, hoping to put the rest to questions of an extension that would needed to be completed by July 15th. So basically, they're saying he's going to play under the franchise tag.
What I told you, Joe?
Hey, hold
what
on.
I told you. Hey, chat, what did I tell you they was going to do? Did I not say they was going to play game with that young bull? I told you they was going to do this.
Listen. Is this the same agent that Michael Parsons has?
Yes.
So y'all know we got some bad blood here already, okay? All right, now, I know we ain't trying to take it out on Pickens. I want Pickens to get paid, Uncle Ocho. I want him to get his money, too. You know what I mean? But due to some unforeseen circumstances, we just need to see it one more time, man. One more time, we'll back the Brinks truck up. I know he can get hurt, this, that, and the third.
No,
We just
don't
need
get me wrong here. I'm not mad that they're not paying, or that they don't want to pay George Pickens. I'm not mad about that. Let me see. How old is George Pickens? Depending on his age, because it's age that gets me. It's not so much the physicality, because the advancements of sports medicine, as you've heard me say numerous times, and physical therapy, it's not so much of that aspect as it is like other factors like age, and then how many injuries have you had? Can you consistently stay healthy? That's my thing. But let me look at George Pickens' age, because he's only 25. That's a little different, y'all. That's a little different. Man, for some reason I was thinking George Pickens was 28. That hits a little bit different. So I get why they don't want to pay him in a sense. Here's my thoughts on this. They don't have a wide receiver like Amari Cooper, like a Dez Bryant. These wide receivers are more, and this is no insult to them, don't get me wrong, they're still, lean and mean, but they don't have the body built like a Dez Bryant or Amari Cooper that can make those physical contested catches, right? We've seen CeeDee Lamb be Butterfingers, like take hits and then the ball is out of his hands, right? We need a wide receiver that can take them hits. And I don't think George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are those guys. But that's just me, y'all. I'm a little bit biased when it comes to that. They've just never been my favorite. CeeDee Lamb has never been my favorite wide receiver.
One more. You do realize, Joe, it's only getting more expensive the longer you go. Because he comes back and if he walks off that field healthy, he gonna get a Jackson. He gonna get a JSN deal.
Yeah. That's why I wouldn't even be tripping. I'd just be working my ass off.
They
Staying in
want.
shape.
Hey, listen. These teams continue
Quan,
to
you
tell these.
love CeeDee Lamb. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I like him too, but he did not impress me, especially this last season. He did not impress me. He was Butterfingers. Y'all, there's this meme. If I find it, I'm going to show y'all. Let me see if I can find it while I play the video. But there's this meme of him being Butterfingers, and that was my nickname for him because he dropped so many. I was not impressed. Not as impressed as I was with Amari Cooper or Michael Gallup. I forgot about Michael Gallup though. Man, until they brought him up, I forgot about Michael Gallup.
Players, you know what? We don't really value you the way you value yourself, and we finna bet against you, and it's gonna backfire again.
Nah.
It's gonna backfire.
I mean, in a good way. In a good way.
In a good way for George. Yes, but again, I don't think he steps foot on that goddamn field without a new deal.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, man. His agent ain't finna send him out there and he get hurt, and then everything goes down the drain, and all his other counterparts have already gotten their deals. Hell no. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I don't see that happening either, y'all. Like, I don't see him signing that. What would be the point? This was just nothing but a waste of time having Pickens.
I don't know. Oh, Joe.
Shh. Man, listen, I said this during the season. I said it after the season ended. They're going to tag him and they're going to play with him.
And I don't like...
And what are they doing? Playing with him.
Hey, look, and I don't like when cats sit out the whole entire season, then try to come back a week before the first regular season game. Because y'all know
they get hurt.
Yeah, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the mere fact they said, look, we ain't even talking about a long-term deal. So you play it on the franchise tag or you're not playing. Now, he could hold out the first 10 games, come back the last 7, and get a credit this season.
Nah. Come on,
I'm just
man.
telling you the possibility, Joe. I got to just put it out there for the chat to let y'all know. Theoretically, in order for him to get a credit for the credit this season, he could miss the first 10.
Matt,
play the last...
what? You said my least favorite Cowboy growing up was Jason Witten. Man always hurt us. Oh, okay. Man, I was going to say, Jason Witten was my favorite. He could throw up them blocks and make great catches. Man, y'all remember the one that stands out to me the most is the play where his helmet came off and he still made a great play. That's the one that stands out to me. Hold on, y'all. Hopefully my chat doesn't mess up again because I was airdropping this Butterfinger to my computer. I wanted to show you all the Butterfinger thing.
And he get the credit this season. But they got 2 franchise tags, so theoretically they can franchise him again. That's what they did Dak. It was when Dak signed, when he was going into the second franchise tag. It was the same time that D-Law, when he signed, he was going into the second franchise tag. So, just put that out there. That's it.
All right, give me 1 second. This other one's getting loaded up, but I'm going to show you all this image of the Butterfingers thing that I was talking about with CeeDee Lamb. All right, so here's one of them. This was one. Hold on, I have another one, 2 to show as well. All right. Let me go up here. F it. We do it live, y'all. We do it live. So this was one of the images of CeeDee Lamb being Butterfinger. This was when he was dropping a ton of passes. So there's one. Let me load up this other one. And I thought the name was fitting because of how he performed. And now we have this one. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny to me because this was true. Y'all, this was true. He was Butterfingers. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can't get the chat to pop up here. If not, I gotta redo the process of having my chat. Man, this is so frustrating. It's always something. Maybe I shouldn't have airdropped that. But here we are. I did it. Man, just let me have this back up, please. Let's see. Show, what's that do? F it, we do it live. We do it live. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get back to my OBS. Let me. There we go. Okay, I'm back on my OBS. Now I just need to have my chat back up.